I'm looking at something I've called "It Doesn't Really Matter." Previously, I mentioned that I've noticed and I've realized that there are certain things that often hinder us from walking in the fullness of God's plan for us. And we often just go through life under the radar, not really doing and experiencing the fullness of life that God has planned for us. And there are a number of things that often hinder us from walking in that plan that God has for us. I looked at one last time. Today, I'm looking at another thing that I believe hinders us from walking in the fullness of God's plan, and that's our past. Now, Jesus met this woman in John chapter 4, and he began to speak with her. It was just an ordinary day for her. And Jesus was having this conversation and gradually moving her to the place where she understood God's plan for her and she really walked in it. But there was one thing that she had to get over, and that's one thing that Jesus highlighted: her past. She had a very colorful past, and I suspect that she just thought, oh my goodness, my past is this. I'm not quite sure I'm the kind of person that God would want to have anything to do with because I've done X, Y, and Z in the past. But Jesus made her to understand that, look, as long as she agreed with God's plan for her, her past didn't really matter in the context of what God wanted to do with her in the future. There's a portion of scripture that I love so much. It's Isaiah chapter 43, I believe verses 18 and 19 or 17 to 19. And in that portion of scripture, it says something. It says, forget the things, I'm paraphrasing, forget the things in the past. Look to the future. I have new things that I want to do with you. So what am I saying? Jesus, in this context with this woman, made her to understand that, look, your past cannot hinder your future in God as long as you do one thing, as long as you agree with the plan of God for your life. So your past doesn't really matter when it comes to fulfilling God's will for your life. You and I just need to agree with God's plan for us.